In Talk 11 on the 40 Virtues, you mentioned the mantra Rama and, of course, Soham, which is my sadhana. However, this reminded me that I heard an audio recording of Neem Karoli Baba continuously chanting Ram, 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 and wondered if you ever met him in India. I saw him. Inwardly, I guess I met him, meaning I was stunned and awed. There's something wrong with the Saharanpur district in Uttar Pradesh. They have utter paranoia about all outsiders, all foreigners who come into that district. I had a friend who was persecuted relentlessly. Every single day, an agent of the Saharanpur district came. By the way, she was in Vrindavan to be traveling with Anandamayi Ma, spending her whole days with Ma. This man came and badgered her like she was a CIA spy every single day for nearly a month. I don't know what's wrong with it. And they've still kept it up. So many Westerners, European and American, and mostly American, went to be with Neem Karoli Baba, especially in Vrindavan. And they would, travel with him. But also, there was an ashram there in Neem Karoli Baba ashram in Vrindavan, and they would stay there. I met some of these devotees when actually I stayed there one time. He wasn't there at the time. One time when Ma was there and came to Vrindavan, so we went with her. And we noticed some Western people showed up to see Ma, who were devotees of Neem Karoli Baba. So one day we decided, well, we should go there and see Neem Karoli Baba. Neem Karoli Baba is believed to be a reincarnation of Hanuman, the great devotee of Rama. And Dr. Mother, Swami Shivananda Hridayananda, had very interesting experiences of him, revealing that he truly was Hanuman reincarnate. And a person of beyond description. I didn't feel he was as absolute as Ma, but I would say next to Ma, he was the most inexplicable of these great beings I ever met. But it was wonderful. Just the sight of him made you drunk with Anand. I say made you drunk. Well, it did me. It all has to do with her karma and samskara. But it was incredible just to look at him. So we were told you can't talk to him and so on because the government is pestering everyone about him. So we went and he was all alone sitting, I'd say about 20 feet away from the road. Well, we had a motion picture camera that had a lens, telephoto lens. So we passed it back and forth, putting it so that when we looked through it, literally, we saw he was sitting there cross-legged, so we saw him fully, and of course his face very close, much closer than you're seeing me. If I would come way up like that, it would be the way. And we were just drunk looking at him, whether we were looking through the camera or whether looking at him. It was incredible. He was divine. He was God walking the earth. Let me tell you an interesting story about him. Ma was in Almora. Almora is or the northeast part of India, very near the Himalayas, actually in the Himalayan foothills. And there was an Anandamayi Ashram there, and Ma was there. And a woman came to the ashram who had come from far away. Someone had told her But Neem Karoli Baba was in Almora. So she had come all this way at great hardship, and he wasn't there. But someone said, well, go to the Anandamayi Ashram, at least meet Anandamayi Ma. She did. And so she told Ma how it was and how she wanted to see him so much. Obviously, he'd called for her or drawn her, whichever way you want to say. So Ma said, look, just go out in the front of this ashram and turn toward Vrindavan, which was where I usually lived, and call out, Baba, Baba, come, and tell him you want to see him. Well, this woman was really sensible. She did what Ma said. She went out. She didn't care what people thought of her. And she looked down the road toward where Vrindavan would be. It's a long ways away from Almora. And called, Baba, Baba, please come. And just pled with him to come. And she did it a good long time, an hour or more. And then here came a car, convertible with, top down. And there was Neem Karoli Baba. He got out of the car and he came up to her and said, do you realize how fast we've had to drive to get here to see you? But now I'm here. And then those that were with him said, we started from Vrindavan 3 days ago. And Baba said, fast, you must go faster. You must go faster. There's someone I have to meet. Fast, fast, go faster, faster. And so they're breaking his speed limit and so on. And so there it was. And so he came. He was a cosmic being, like Anandamayi Ma. Again, we always want to rate them. Of course, Ma was my life, my breath. And so Ma to me was absolutely infinite. But when you consider what I'm saying, why didn't I think of him as that? Well, I remember Brahmacharya Atmananda saying, thinking and talking about some of the great, great ones spiritually in India. She said, but once you met Ma, everybody else is at least somewhat boring. And that's devotee talk, very definitely not the words of Granny, but so it is. So anyway, I saw him, but inside met him too. Indescribable, indescribable.